Now I'm starting to think that yes, it's important to take care of yourself and go to bed on time. Try to wake up at the same time every day. Build a little routine to maximize your sleep. I'll continue to cater to my sleep because it is important. But what's also important is building a kind of system in your head so that you actually have a reason to get up. Monday, September 2nd, 2024. This week I want to set goals for myself. And inside of those goals, I give myself more manageable goals to actually accomplish every day so that I can make progress toward those bigger goals. Tuesday, September 3rd. Today was my first day back at school, but I don't want to become so all-consumed by school like I did last semester. If last semester I worked out and meditated more, I think I still would have gotten the same grades, which were pretty good ones. I think right now I'm sitting at a 3.68 GPA. I think 4 is pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with a 3.68, but I never really gave a shit about the numbers. Especially if I have systems and a solid, consistent work ethic, I think I could manage to do much more than I thought. If only I can continue to reflect every day and act accordingly the next day, the best that I can. I mean that there's no one-size-fits-all routine I can follow, but I'll make changes as I go and be willing to adapt. Today was my first day back and I had 2 classes. I went to the school in person since the classes are back-to-back and I need to take the train. The first class was an online one, so I was sitting at school on my laptop for 3 hours. Then the next class was supposed to be in person. The teacher for that second class didn't show up, and he doesn't plan to be in person for another little while. Yeah, it's bullshit, but I'm grateful that I know this now, because now I know that for the next few Tuesdays, I don't even need to leave here, which means no train commute time, no distracted work environment, just extra work time for me alone at home. I plan to use this time to my advantage. Tomorrow I'll have to leave around 10 a.m. for one class. Then I have to work later. Instead of trying to hold myself to a strict time-based schedule, I instead want to line up tasks for myself to get done before and after my class tomorrow. And it doesn't really matter the order that I do these things. Tomorrow I want to edit and make thumbnail for already recorded video, edit the stuff I've already recorded for my first reflection video, record rest of reflection video and add it to the recording. The visuals for this video will be a fitting movie or show clips. Then I want to make thumbnail for that video too. Then I want to watch that video the teacher wanted us to watch and go through maybe like the first 5 slides of the PowerPoint he wanted us to look at. Wednesday, September 4th. Today I did some of what I planned to do the night before. I realized going to school was a waste of time as well today, but I at least had a great leg day. When I got to school, I realized that the teachers sent a message last second to everybody, saying that the class is now online. So I really had no reason to leave home today. All that this has taught me is I need to be very attentive to what the teachers have planned and have kind of a ready insight for sudden changes. I didn't really do much today. I think I'll leave it there for today. Thursday, September 5th. I didn't even get close to finishing the list I set out to do yesterday. I'm not even finished the first reflection video still. This makes me feel bad, but I know that I still cannot stop. I'm starting to think though, maybe it's not a good idea to do this every day. Maybe it's not realistic. Still, I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna try to make these reflections worthwhile. Today I didn't do too much work because I had a class in the morning at 8 a.m. Then I started talking to this girl I like after that class finished. And being on Instagram, talking to her just made it so hard to leave Instagram. Eventually I was able to pull myself away and get a decent chess day in, but then I kinda just came back to it later in the day. I don't want to neglect this girl because I really like her, but I also don't want to forfeit my day because I was on Instagram. This is why I want to wake up earlier, even earlier than the class starts, because then nobody is awake, and I don't have any reason to be on Instagram or distracted at all. But I think there's a whole other problem here as well. I think that no matter what, there will be times that I have to that I have to take a phone call or divert my attention away from deeper focus. For example, a morning class like today, where I'm trying to be invested, but it doesn't seem super productive or important to me. There will be times when I have to be in class in the morning, and then I'll have to be able to ground myself and get back into a flow state. Sometimes I will talk to that girl. I'll try not to start talking too early in the morning to her, but I think something similar might happen again. And when that time comes, I think I'll need to put my foot down and do my own thing for a while, because that's what I plan to do. And then I can talk to her later. I've just been finding it hard to manage everything, especially since I like this girl. But I know that I can't make her my top priority. I just know it in my fucking bones. But when I start talking to her, it's hard to stop. It's almost like a fear of missing out if I don't respond to her right away. But rule number 1, just don't be a bitch. That's what Elisha Long said in a video one time. It really stuck with me, and I feel like it's helped me to make decisions, because I hear my own thought in my own head. And sometimes I realize, like, wow, I actually sounded like a little bitch right there. And then I do the thing that I didn't want to do anyway. Like, I'm afraid of missing out? I have fear to miss out talking to a girl. I don't have fucking fear. Let me do what I need to do now. Same thing goes for the other way around. I'm too shy. I'm too nervous to talk to her. You sound like kind of a bitch, man. The fact that you're saying this and that you feel nervous means that this shit is exactly what you need to do. In the filth it will be found. I'll try not to let my desired path be defined by partial feelings or getting sucked into Instagram. I feel too fucking tired tonight to plan exactly what I'm gonna do tomorrow in detail. But I have my things from the list I made on Wednesday that I have not completed yet. I can also record a voiceover for what I have written down now for this week. I want to prioritize uploading the last reflection video. No matter what I decide to do, I need to stop what I'm doing and start my workout at 12 tomorrow. So anything before that point is free real estate. Bye-bye.